Hey right guys, very much is Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to the mid-season premiere of Pretty Little Liars Season 6. It's 5 years later, I guess. I don't know if they're going to start off the episode with it literally being 5 years later, or if it was a tease to be like in a few episodes, or however long it will be 5 years later. But I'm going to assume that straight off the bat it's going to be 5 years later, which is ridiculous. The more I thought about this, and the more I spoke to people about it, who have watched all the Pretty Little Lies before. It's just dumb. Like, you've had, what, 5.5 seasons of build up with these characters, and then you had 2 minutes of them kind of rounding up, being like, alright, anyway, guys, see you later. And then just 5 years later, it kind of makes it feel like everything was pointless in a way. Not pointless, but you just, why do such a big time skip? If they're going to do a time skip, I wish it was just a few months or something that would have made sense, or maybe even a year. I guess I could have got behind that. But 5 years, it's just like, why, dude? So, I mean, if anything, it's I guess a chance for a fresh start. And that it's just kind of like, why did we need a fresh start? Yeah, sure, the show's going down the shitter, but it didn't feel like we got any resolution. The last episode was the worst Pretty Little Lies episode I've ever seen. I hated it. Just all these bullshit answers and the bullshit reveals. Someone, I don't know if it is true, but someone said on Patreon that the reveal was actually originally meant to be Ren, which I thought would have been really good. I thought Ren would have, not, it wouldn't have been amazing, it wouldn't have been like a Mona or Toby reveal, but it definitely would have been better than Cece. Definitely better than Ezra's little story, and then I've forgot her actual name, but the other A reveal that we had, which was tragic. I feel like Ren could have been a good reveal for sure. It probably would have been like the third best reveal if they went for that, and it wouldn't have been awful. Cece was just terrible, and I hated what they did with all this CGI TV and getting all these camera angles and then going in the past and explaining everything, which should have been. It's just annoying because last episode should have been like a big payoff episode, and it was just awful. And then I've got people telling me that if I thought that was bad, then I'm gonna love season 7. So I'm excited, but. Anyway, guys, episode 11 of Pretty Little Lies Season 6. We'll see what they do with this time skip. I'm not expecting big things, though, so if you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And if you want the uncut reaction to this episode and all the others for Pretty Little Lies, as well as early reactions, then a link to the Patreon page will be down below, which really does help support the channel. Also links to Twitter and Instagram and my Letterboxd account if you want to check out any of those. But for now, my friends, let's go. Oh, we're starting 5 years later straight away, then.
Betrayal? Not about betrayal.
Oh my god, they're doing voices of the past.
Stop. I got a little lost.
So Alison's a teacher now. And she looks good as well.
Allison, I have to remind you, the court can compel your friends to come, but they may not be sympathetic to the cause.
You don't know them the way I do.
I want to know details. I want to know what's been going. I'm sure there's time.
But I wanted you to see these words on paper and not a screen. I wanted to know you were touching something I touched. That we were connected.
Right. That's green screen, dude.
All set?
Oh, she's an author. Oh, and Ezra Fitz has a book as well.
We've been through things no other friends have experienced.
She's written
We
that.
understand each other better than anyone else in the world.
Does Hannah have a kid? What the fuck? No.
Thanks for watching her. We had a nice
Thank
long talk.
Jesus. I love how they all look exactly the same as they did 5 years ago. To the day.
5 minutes that can change the whole world.
Change the whole world.
Think they'll come?
The world.
It's been a long time.
You're gonna cure poverty? I don't.
All my love, Allison.
Got a secret.
What
can
the
you keep?
fuck?
It's where this
This one! Of course. Oh, that's cringe, dude. That is cringe.
Guess who? Oh my gosh.
Ah!
Oh, get a room. Ew.
Pretty big room.
What? What's this interaction? Oh dear.
Good. I'm still trying to find my way around. All that great Louis Kahn architecture. How's Liam? Liam is adorable, but he hates
What?
when I tell people that. Spencer is too busy to see anybody.
Nobody's seeing anyone. Well, Jesus.
Regime change. We drop off our bags and we go meet Allie at 4 o'clock, and listen to what she has to say.
Let's see what Ali has to say then. Oops.
So how long can you stay?
What the fuck?
Seriously, you would never know that this used to be in that house.
Okay,
Yeah.
we prefer the European. I was hoping you would bring Jordan with you.
Jordan, who are these people? What about Caleb? What's the point, man?
Paris took forever.
But when Allison calls,
I was in Paris. I was in Italy.
you don't owe Allison a thing. After what that person did to you,
Mom, I know what she did to me, and I know exactly what I'm gonna say to the judge.
Hannah's been in there for 5 minutes and already screaming her head off.
Do you see Ezra there? He's back. He still owns the place, and I heard that he's moved into the apartment upstairs.
I thought he was still in South America.
No, apparently he got sick and they sent him home. I haven't talked to him, but I've
What
seen
perfect timing.
I wrote him a letter when it happened. But
Ezra lose someone? What? Thank you for your service.
And I approve this message.
I don't.
And your mother is going to be a state senator.
Okay, you do that. How do we make Spencer look like she's aged 5 years? Give her a fringe. Ezra! Oh my god. They couldn't help themselves, could they? They had to be barely 10 minutes into the episode and they've already met back up.
Hey.
Spenny, is that you? Toby actually smiling. I mean, does he not cop anymore?
Just a couple of hours ago.
I curse a lot. It's very therapeutic.
Yeah, kid,
Buns.
I saw you there. Yeah, we're the brotherhood of ex-boyfriends. We gotta stick together.
Cool.
Buy you dinner before you leave.
Yeah,
Shooting his shot.
do that. I'll call you. Okay?
She looks
Same number?
adorable, to be
Same
fair.
number. What makes you think I'm building it for something?
Because I know you.
Does he have a girlfriend? God, I'm building it for you, Spencer. Watch that be the finale. I build it for you. That'd be adorable.
at the hearing tomorrow, the judge will decide if she.
Ali looks good, dude. Not gonna
And
lie.
they want to hear from people who were involved.
You're asking us to give a get-out-of-jail-free card to someone who tried to kill us.
She's in a hospital, Hannah. She's not in jail.
She's lucky. And we're lucky to be alive.
Yeah, I don't really back Ali on this one, to be honest.
Do this for me.
Pretty please? With sugar on top?
What?
That's what you say on a playground to exact a favor. We're not on the playground anymore, Allison.
Oh, stop going after
For a
Ali.
long time.
I don't agree with Ali. I don't think like getting them to try and get Cece out of hospital is a good idea, but I don't think they should be dickheads to her. Like,
Being honest and truthful is so damn purifying. Why do I feel like the bottom of
the
something?
people behind, like, yeah, let's talk and make, nodding.
Your mom's doing well in the polls for such an untested candidate.
Oh!
Do you still have nightmares?
Ooh, nightmares.
Spencer and I just
This
went
Caleb.
out of sync.
No, that
It
didn't look right.
happens.
Oh no, it's a girl. I couldn't see
I
it
like
anyway.
this town, but
I wouldn't have pictured you and Allie to be the ones.
Oh, it's Emily. Jesus, I didn't
different
notice.
reasons. Same
Yeah.
reasons.
Their friendship in season 1 was like one of the best things, and
Thought
then
you
they dropped
did,
it.
didn't you?
I remember when they had a friendship moment in like season 4, and I was like, I miss this so much. And then again, they didn't have a moment. This is like the next moment they've had. Their friendship should have been something so pure, and it could have been such a great thing for Emily as a character and Toby to have that friendship, and they just have done nothing with it. It's so annoying.
Not for you.
I had a hard time.
Moments like this is what I've like missed with the show.
I drink coffee and I walk outside. It's either sunny or it's raining, but there I am. I'm free.
It's interesting because I'm like, either way, I don't mind.
I shouldn't have the same chance to get caught in things I do.
Yeah, either way, I'm like, I wouldn't mind what they say if they were held a grudge and said, no, I don't want it gone, I don't want it out, then I'd be like, fair play. But with what they're saying here, I'm also like, I don't mind.
They feel strongly that now is the right time for Charlotte.
Miss Montgomery, I've read the same reports that you have.
Well, the doctors...
The doctors can speak for themselves.
All right.
You're here to tell me if you'd feel safe should Charlotte De Laurentiis leave the hospital. Miss
That's
Montgomery?
unnecessary.
No, I would not feel safe.
Fair play. See, I don't even mind that as well. I'm like, cool. If you don't feel safe, you don't feel safe. I don't think she should be like, yeah, I feel great just because Ali wants her to say
I
that.
was on the red line, and the train stopped in the tunnel between the stations. Dark, it was black. And I was back in every box. And I heard a girl crying. Power came back on, and every single person on that train was staring at me because I was the girl that was crying.
Oh,
I don't want Charlotte released.
fair play, Ori.
Ever.
That's like one of the most GG scenes Ori has done. I'm glad she said that. I'm glad she piped up.
Let her go home. That's all any of us want.
Apart from Ori.
Have a home.
Oh, okay. Right.
We tell her little white lies and in she walks. These bitches are lying, Your Honor. Want to know what they're really like? Let me show you what they did to me. And she shows everybody.
Oh my god. I bet they get. Do they still have shit phones? Oh! Oh! Well done, Pretty Little Liars. And they've got new phones.
We saw.
My heart is complete.
Say hello to the only.
I always hate when the show text on the screen like that, but it's just different, so I'm not even playing it.
The Coven of the Sacred Cocktails is now in session.
The weirdest edit ever. Well, I'm not going to invite Ali. Ali's so wholesome, like, sometimes. That's a sentence I thought I'd never say ever, but she looked kind of wholesome there.
Manic depressive Mai Tai.
You guys are seriously lacking in any good taste. That's why I love you so much. I love each one of you.
Spencer loves us.
So I heard.
Spencer's a little bit
Can we
drunk.
get another bipolar martini for my friend over here?
Bounce.
A toast to Charlotte.
Fair play.
Charlotte.
To A, there we go. It would have been better if they said to A. I thought that would have been cool. This is cute. I like this. Oh no, now I hate this. Stop! I know they've got to get the ball rolling with the whole A mystery getting back into play. But I'm glad they've seemed to be taking their time with it. It's like they haven't just rushed straight into it straight away, which I like. They've actually done a 5-year time skip and had them reconnect a bit.
Did Charlotte come to your hotel room last night?
No, she didn't. What's wrong?
I don't know where she is.
You don't know where Charlotte is?
Charlotte's
Dr. Ron's
gone.
daughter. We went to bed, and this morning she was gone. All
Wow.
of her stuff is here, but she isn't.
What the fuck? Is she dead? If she's dead, that's brutal.
We know what time this happened? The sprinklers are on a timer. Grass under the body is wet, but her clothes are dry. And puts it between 3 a.m. and first light. Sure about the
Wow.
identification? Hospital ID card. And I saw her face. It's Charlotte DeLorente.
Wow, she killed herself. Or did she get pushed? I don't know why she'd go up there, though. That fair play, dude. Cease is gone. What, she didn't take her own life, though? You always have to question that with Pretty Lies.
We could have just kept our mouths shut and she would still be in a nice, safe hospital. Instead, we have another funeral to get through.
Oh yeah, your funeral for...
Thought I might stick around for that. I'm staying in Spencer's barn.
What? Does Spencer's bond is just open up to everyone?
Why didn't you call me before you came over?
I wasn't sure that you would let me in.
Why wouldn't I let you in?
Aww.
Still friends, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. I'm sure they'll all end up back together, though.
Talk to you later.
Fair play, Caleb. Being suave. She's like, oh shit, I love him.
It's kind of strange what they did to this place, huh?
Yeah, I think it's like cultural amnesia.
Yeah, well...
See, we have Emily and
Why shouldn't buildings?
Toby, and then we have Spencer and Caleb. Oh my god. It's... oh my god.
Happening.
Yep, it is. Buckle up, kiddos, because we've got the devil in. Knock, knock, let the devil in. She's such a twat. I hate her. This whole scene is like season 1, episode 1 vibes. Oh, stop being so extra, man. Let's look away from that. Fucking freak.
I'm gonna grab the car.
Okay.
Why did it... I'm getting like a vibe with Spencer and Caleb. Like a vibe.
Making sure that Charlotte's really dead.
Yeah, Emily looks good, and they all look good. They always look good at funerals. It's, they look good all the time, but... Oh, just get in your car, drive off a bridge, go away.
Charlotte was dead when she was thrown from the bell tower.
Throne.
Throne?
Throne.
She was murdered?
Told you. Perfect time to like actually just be like, and now the mystery begins.
Kill her? Don't go there. We are home.
They had it. It's a bit. They had the funeral where she died. So part of me was like, scene. Part of me was like, yeah, I'm gonna. Obviously, they're gonna have the whole A mystery come back, or a mystery of some kind coming back. I was just hoping they'd give time and hold off on it a little bit and not just rush back into it. There were definitely parts of this episode that felt rushed. Like, I think 5 years is ridiculous. But I honestly didn't hate the episode. I thought it was handled very well. There's actually quite a few scenes in there that stood out as really, really good. I kind of went into the episode, I didn't go into it hating the episode straight away, but I expected to kind of not enjoy it that much because I was just like, 5 years... It's so silly, like it feels, and it still does feel like a lot of the stuff that happened in previous seasons really doesn't matter now. But then it didn't anyway, so I'm just like, whatever. 5 years is a perfect time to kind of, what's the phrase? Wash the plate clean? I don't know, something like that. I think it's slate. And I think they did a very good job at that. There's some things that they did with this episode that I hope they continue. Like, the whole Emily and Toby friendship, I think, is one of the best friendships. Or, no, it's not, actually. It had the potential to be one of the best friendships in the entire show. Maybe even the best friendship. Like, straight up, they're so close and so good together when they're, like, just talking. But they haven't done anything with it, so I think now's, like, the perfect time to do more with that. Caleb and Spencer as well, it seems like there's a bit more between, I don't know, we'll see. But their friendship as well is just nice, and I'm glad they just showed that in this episode. So yeah, it's just like scenes that I've wanted in previous episodes and haven't had them, and now I've got them. I'm just like, yeah, buzzing. Arya had a really good scene where she was, they were talking about how they're fine with letting Charlotte go, but she was like, no, I wouldn't feel safe if she left, and then explained the story about the train. It's just nice to see Arya have a bit of personality, and I like that she didn't just go along and say, yeah, let her free, just because Ali wanted them all to. Like I said in that scene, I would have been fine if all of them wanted her to stay in the hospital, or all of them wanted her to go free, or half and half. I just, whatever they wanted to do, I thought was, it would have been fine. It would have been annoying if Ali kept pushing them to be like, you have to do it, make sure you let her free, make sure, but she wasn't. She was just asking them. So obviously she cared for Charlotte, and she was like, make sure she has a chance to get free, kind of thing. She didn't really force it on them, which I liked. She just kind of, said her piece, and that was it. And old Ali, I don't think would have done that. She would have manipulated them in a way to try and do it. But and then Charlotte got out and was murdered and thrown from the tower. So it's a nice start to a new mystery, which I like. It's not too much. There's some silly things like that zoom in on the camera, like, oh, someone's watching them kind of thing, and the car window winding up. That was like the classic Pretty Little Lies stuff. But it's nice that they've just, set up a nice little mystery. And you had some things like Emily's dad has died, which I didn't know what the flag meant, but I thought, is that maybe he's dead? So he died. Spencer's mom running for mayor, I think it's mayor, I'm not sure. Radley turning into like a bar. Just little things that makes it feel like the town has, and people have built a bit in the past 5 years. So yeah, I like that, and it was nice seeing them all back together. And I loved the scene where they were just in the new bar in Radley, just talking about like not A stuff. That's like scenes that I've wanted for so long, and now we're fine. I think this was the perfect time to do it, and they did it very well. I hope they continue to do scenes like that and don't just jump straight back into all the mystery side of things. Yes, I don't mind. Obviously, it's Pretty Little Lies, it's going to be a part of it, I get that. But my problem with Pretty Little Lies is it's always been so heavy on the mystery stuff and not enough scenes like Emily and Toby talking about just anything. Or them all just chilling out at a bar talking. There's very few of those scenes. And this one seemed like a good amount of both. Like, you had the Ali storyline with Charlotte and everything, but then you had the just friendship moments, and Hannah talking to Caleb, and Toby and Spencer talking, Ezra and Arya talking, which wasn't the best scene, but I mean, it's just nice little things, and I like when it showed what they'd all been doing, like something's going on with Emily because she had all these, was it like meds in her bag? I don't know. Aria has a book, so it's just nice that they've actually developed a bit. They don't look like they've aged 5 years at all, but I mean, fair play. Yeah, I honestly didn't hate this episode. I actually really enjoyed it. I'd say it was one of the better episodes of season 6, easily. I kind of thought it would be tragic. I thought this episode would be genuine garbage, but I really enjoyed it. I don't know. I think a lot of people are saying no from the time skip is, you know, god awful, but it was a good start. I'm not saying like from now on it will be fantastic. It'll probably drop the ball in the next episode, and I'll be like, oh great, good job. But we'll see. Rating for the episode though, I'm going to give it probably an 8.2. 8.2. I think it's a good rating. Enjoyable episode. I actually wasn't bored as well. There wasn't a scene where I was like, that's stupid, that was ridiculous. There's a couple of little moments, but I enjoyed 95% of that episode. So I'm impressed, dude. They did a good job with the time skip, even though it didn't need to happen. I still think the last episode was terrible, and that's probably why I went into this episode thinking it would be also a terrible episode. But I think anything compared to the last episode would have been a godsend. So yeah, it's 5 years later, time skip. Let's see what they do with it. Fingers crossed. I know a lot of people have said from this point onwards it's terrible, but I'm just going to go in and, you know, like I always do, and just kind of get my own thoughts on it, and hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's enjoyable. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoy. Let me know what the episode down below in the comments. Like I say, if you want uncut and nerdy reactions to Pretty Little Lies, then a link to the Patreon page will be down below, which really does help support the channel as well. Also Twitter, Instagram, and my Letterboxd account if you want to check out any of those. And until next time for episode 12, peace.